What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I'm not gonna take too much of y'all time. Um, my voice cracked when I said time, but I wanted to make this video yesterday or go live yesterday when the news broke about this situation. But at the time, I was, hanging with my son. He was eating full. We was eating, trying to wind down through the night, so on and so forth. But I said, I promised myself I was not going to go. I was not going to let another day pass without me going live about this situation and me making a regular video about this, right? Because Chilli from TLC, aka Rozanda Thomas, is a liar. She is a flat out liar, right? She got caught reposting a video that suggested that Michelle Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama, was a man. She reposted that, right? And what happened was they about to go on tour. And she probably got that call from Live Nation and say, hey, you fucking up the church's money, right? T-Boz probably called her and say, wait a minute, man. You messing up our paper. You messing up our money, man. This is not going to be a good look. And so now she took to, she came to social media, running on social media, trying to defend her stance, trying to say, I'm not a Trump supporter. It was an accident. People talking about she don't even really know how to use social media well. That is a lie. I'm like Maury Povich. The lie detector test determined that is a lie, right? She put out this post saying that, when she donated to causes, she thought she was donating to to efforts or advocacy for human trafficking and for the veterans and all of that. Knock it off. Knock it off. See, I wasn't privy to none of this because I didn't follow Chilli from TLC on Instagram or any social media. But people who have been consistent followers of her, they said this is usual behavior from her. They said they have caught her liking Trump stuff she probably ain't Trump. She don't care. They've seen her liking Trump videos on Instagram consistently, right? This is not something that's out of the blue. They saying, yo, she's reposted weird stuff before, right? They've caught her liking Trump videos before. So, this is not a one-time slip up. This is not an out of the ordinary situation. This is regular for Rozanda Thomas, right? This is how she get down. And I know a lot of my black folks. What's up, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Keywan, Twin Hog, Dwayne Johnson, The Real Shelton, Jethro, Dwayne Johnson. Oh, y'all, man, look. Well, this is regular. This is how she get down, right? A lot of times, my black folks, we have a hard time breaking away from celebrities that have a tug on our hearts, especially as it pertains to nostalgia. TLC is such a nostalgic, legendary group, right? Everybody grew up loving T-Boz, Left Eye, Chilli, right? Everybody grew up loving Rozanda. But if Rozanda don't really got love for black people, right? If Rozanda is out here reposting a video, making like really suggesting that a black woman who has birthed children is a man, is Chilli really for the people? Man, you know what I'm saying? No, Jethro, I can't say if she's a Trump supporter, so what? No. Because when you see how racist that administration is, and again, yes, other administrations have been racist, but I mean, they put it in your face over and over again where it's not deniable. You can't even deny it. And if you riding out with them, it is an issue of humanity at that point. So it's not just regular politics like people playing it. No, man. No. She MAGA. I don't know if y'all know this. I just seen something. Chilli then donated to Donald Trump and Ted Cruz 17 times. Now that ain't no accident, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, Reposting a video, you can say that's an accident, but you can't accidentally donate to a presidential campaign like she did in 2024. Several times. You can't accidentally do that. That is a very intentional act. And she getting on here, yeah, y'all hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me, y'all. She getting out here, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I mean, y'all can agree, but right now with Donald Trump is a humanity issue at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, and then you like, I believe Chilli knew what she was doing when she reposted a video. When you see the president calling black folks monkeys, that ain't cool. Calling Michelle Obama and Barack Obama monkeys, right? And then acting like, oh, we was just reacting to the scene from The Lion King. Huh? Nah, bro. I can't justify you riding out with Donald Trump at that point. Because what's your purpose, fam? What's your purpose? You know? Like, nah, fam. No, and you know MAGA comes through and supports anybody who the black community go against for riding out with them, you know. But yeah, man, he said, I want you to be upfront with your support of him so I can stay away from you. Yeah, I get it, where like, oh, you just basically own your support. I don't even care about her owning it, man. Like, it's clear as day. She's lying, right? She lying. And Graham, when Donald Trump call you a monkey, when he calls and insinuates your people are baboons, that's cool, Graham. That's cool. You feel me? Like, this administration has clearly in your face showed. You know what I'm saying? Like, showed they don't fuck with black folks for real. They don't. And like, yeah, but she ran out over there. And again, okay, both sides are racist. Okay, so ride out with Donald Trump then? Right. So, okay, your point is, because I ain't even say she need to be riding with Joe Biden, but riding out with Donald Trump. You saying both sides are racist. I ain't saying she need to ride out with Joe Biden. I'm saying, what the hell are you doing out here riding with Donald Trump and donating to him and Ted fucking Cruz? That's what I'm saying, Graham. You hear me? Riddle me that. Right? But anyway, though, yeah, she's sitting up here lying, talking about she not on Trump supporter. She don't support nothing he doing. She would never do that. She would never disrespect Michelle Obama. She is lying. Yes, she would. And she donated to them so many times. You know, that's not an accident. Right? And again, on Instagram, people have said they have seen her liking Trump stuff several times. They've seen her in the likes of Trump videos several times. Right? So that's not, no. What happened was she saw, like, T-Boz called her and Live Nation Urban called her and say, man, listen, you're going to mess up the church's money. You're going to mess up this pay. You better get out here and get in front of it and say it was a mistake. Say, you know what I'm saying? Say it was not intentional. Say you don't support Donald Trump. Say you love Michelle Obama and them. You would never disrespect Michelle Obama, right? That they called her and said, hey, you better fix this immediately. She said, okay, hold on. Let me go fix this. Let me go fix this right away. You know, and that's what it was. Henrim, I appreciate the support, bro. Thank you so much. He said, keep pounding, brother. Man, look, I'm trying to beat the pavement, brother. I appreciate you, man. That's love. Me and my family appreciate you. Yeah, but like, she get out here acting like it ain't what we think it is when it really is. And just own up to that, man. I know you might lose some dollars, but you be all right, man. Matthew Lawrence and his family will come ride out for you. You know what I'm saying? They got your back like chiropractic. Rozanda, Matthew Lawrence and his family, Joey Lawrence and them, they got your back. I mean, don't worry about it. Stand on that. That's not no accident, man. You feel me? That is not no accident at all. Like, that's what you do. That's what she about. She's on the donate to Ted Cruz and Donald Trump. But again, I don't know why she thought she was going to be above reproach or above any type of criticism, right? Or maybe she just didn't care. Maybe she was like, it ain't going to affect me until she started feeling like it was affecting her in that way. But again, like Mad Genius said, you don't donate to campaigns by accident. You don't do that. Hey, listen, TLC, Rozanda getting this slander, Vince. She is. Anytime you repost a video suggesting that a black woman that birthed children was born a man, that's corny, man. You feel me? Jethro, man, come on out there. People calling him orange because all the racist stuff he be saying and riding with. I'm not gonna play a sympathy game with Donald Trump and empathize with him. Donald Trump don't empathize with nobody at all. At all, Jethro. What is wrong with you, Jethro, man? What's wrong with you, man? What? Talking about, am I okay with people calling him orange and orangutan? Man, what? People, when you start coming out here being racist and all that, you think ain't no sympathy finna get thrown your way. Not from me. I'm not gonna empathize with you when I know you don't rock with black folks and all. I know, like, yeah, when you and your administration have clearly been racist. What I'm finna be talking about, oh, don't call him orange, y'all. What do I look like? NSL, what's the word, man? So basically, SL, Rozanda Thomas, aka Chilli, she got caught reposting. She reposted a video suggesting that he said, Vince, I'm just playing, bro. Vince. No, anyway though, Darlene, man, I'm doing well. How are you? But basically, Chilli reposted a video on Instagram suggesting that Michelle Obama was really a man, right? And she was born a man. And so people got wind of this. And they was like, oh, what? They going off. And then we come to find out that Chilli she donated to Donald Trump during his 2024 presidential campaign, right? Now, after all this came out, people was flooding Chilli's comments, getting on her head like, yo, don't tell me you're a Trumpeter. Don't tell me you riding with Trump, right? And they were flooding her comments. She came out and made a video talking about she do not stand with Donald Trump. She doesn't stand for what he's about, and she would never disrespect Michelle Obama. But the thing is, people that follow her, people that follow her Instagram account, I've heard people say that they've seen her liking Trump videos before. They've seen her in the likes of Trump videos before. She's liked Trump videos before, right? Yeah. Yeah, she with Matthew Lawrence, the Lawrence brother. Joey Lawrence, them brother, Matthew Lawrence. Matthew Lawrence was Sean's brother. Sean's older brother on Boy Meets World. Remember Boy Meets World? Sean had an older brother named Jack. Played by Matthew Lawrence. That's who Rozanda, Lion Rozanda, that's who she with. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So after this came out, well, she talking about she don't stand with Donald Trump, none of that, all of that. But then people have found out she donated to Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. This is what people have discovered 17 times, right? Several times. Like, donating to a presidential campaign is not an accident. And I guess she's trying to angle it like she thought she was donating to veterans and human trafficking causes. But I don't buy that 1 second, man. I don't. Chilli strikes me as a conspiracy theorist who be all up on them YouTube channels where they say, oh, Donald, we need to be Republicans. Black conservatives is the way to go. Donald Trump is really a good man. She look like she be into that type of content. And that's what she really rock with, right? Now, the problem is TLC's main fan base is Black American, right? A lot of Black Americans ain't trying to hear that shit. So she messing up her pay. Not Tion. She messing up Tion, aka T-Bar's paper. T-Bar's probably had to call her, then you messing up the pay, right? Rock Nation, I'm not it's not Rock Nation. Live Nation. Live Nation Urban. They probably say, hold on now, Rozanda. You better apologize for this. You gonna mess up this money now. The concert ain't gonna sell like you wanted to sell. You better get out here and apologize, right? But again, I don't think this is an accident. Chilli strikes me as a conspiracy theorist type of person, right? And she didn't went down a YouTube rabbit hole in YouTube University. And I am not saying you can't, I'm not saying you can't gain knowledge on YouTube. Hell, I make YouTube videos, right? And a lot of it is to inform people of certain things, and some of it's for entertainment and just, you know, to talk, to shoot the shit, for lack of better terms, for lack of better words. But yeah, I make videos that I consider the purpose is to inform, basically. But she didn't went down a rabbit hole of the right-wing YouTube channels, and she didn't drunk the Kool-Aid, right? She didn't drunk the Kool-Aid, and now she's letting, you know, when somebody is so enamored in some type of ideology that they can't help themselves, they can't control themselves. Now it's time to repost on social media, to put it on a story, to like every video they see. And Chilli is probably in that phase where she just reposting all the shit that she rocking with because she's so down that rabbit hole, right? But again, she messed up, forgetting that her audience is predominantly Black American. And a lot of Black Americans ain't riding with that. Now, you got some butter biscuit eaters. You got some tap dancers. You feel me? You got some nocturnal animals who still, they like, oh, it's okay, Chilli. I love you. I hear people out here saying, your political choices, your political alignment should not mess with your money. Who cares what your political affiliation is? And at this point, like I told y'all, with how racist we've seen this administration be, at this point, it's not just politics. It's humanity based now and human decency, you know? So yeah, man. Yeah, Charlie X, them donations are public. You know, and so people looking like, oh, Rozanda, we see you out here giving them donations, man. For real. At this point, she on a mailing and text list. At this point, she is on their mailing and text list. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no hiding it. You see what I'm saying? But once you play that game, you got to know what you're doing. Cause, hey, you got to know what you're doing. Once you step into that world, the MAGA land, you got to be willing to accept the consequences that comes with that, right? Railroad that round of anti-Black. That rallied around. I would say Brian Chapman say, I cannot imagine supporting the movement that rallied around a message of anti-Black and is going as far as to remove mentions of slavery from the Smithsonian. Exactly, right? Trying to erase Black history from the school curriculum and all of that. And that's what we riding out with. That's who you choose to affiliate with. Come on, man. You know what time it is. And Trap Music, look though, we don't have to hear her something crazy. We see what she doing. You feel me? Godspeed said that's what happens when you get your information from an echo chamber and don't practice discernment. Yeah, I think she really didn't fell into that conspiracy theory rabbit hole that a lot of people get on YouTube, where they say Donald Trump is really a nice guy and all the Democrats are all the evil ones and everybody in the Republican land is good. Donald Trump is really good. He's an upstanding man. And then they get to talking about the vaccines and what all that other stuff. You know, they start. She didn't fell herself down that rabbit hole, the right wing rabbit hole of, you know, Donald Trump is really the good one out here. Donald Trump is out here. He really is. Donald Trump is Jon Snow, and all the Democrats are Cersei Lannister. She didn't went down that rabbit hole. You feel me? Gator Boy say Afro Man is in the right wing boat too. I can believe it. I seen him wearing a suit with American flags all on the motherfucker. And I don't think it was the 4th of July, nor was it the Olympics. I'm wondering, what was that about? You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the donation, Gator Boy. That's love, man. Me and my family appreciate you, boss. But yeah, man. Mo Cheek say, you know how that house Negro think he better than the field Negro, but in their eyes, we all Negro. You saying cause she got that, what she she cause she mixed. That what you saying? She got that good hair. Good hair. You know? Um man, like, yeah, suggesting Michelle Obama was born a man. Like, you really out here reposting a video saying that Michelle Obama was born a man. And yeah, you can't accidentally repost stuff. But like, again, they saying that Chilli be liking Trump stuff on YouTube, I mean on Instagram quite often. This is not a one-off, right? Democrat shields. Okay, cool. I ain't saying ride with the Democrats, but why the fuck you riding with Donald Trump then? Excuse my language, right? Putting up the middle finger at me, right? John Washington, you butter biscuit eating, tap dancing, boot licking Sambo, right? Oh, you might not even be black, John Washington. But yeah, you ain't gotta ride with Democrats. You don't gotta ride. You don't gotta ride with I didn't Joe Biden. But why you riding with Donald Trump? He said that's a white dude. I'm sure. I'm sure. You know, keep talking crazy. I'm finna give him that boot. You know, I'm finna give him that boot. I just sometimes I like insulting them. I'm not gonna lie, I get a kick out of it. I get a thrill out of it. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with me. But yeah, man. You know, like I said, Chilli out here, she trying to lie about it. But all it is that she realized she didn't mess up some money. And like y'all told me Salt and Pepper is on that tour as well. Salt and Pepper. Like you Salt and Pepper, like, damn, here you go with this, man. Now they not gonna want to come. Now they not gonna want to come to our show. Cause what you on? Yeah, Sherry Ann say you don't gotta be a liberal, leftist, or Democrat, but you damn sure can't be anti-black. Exactly. And Donald Trump and his regime is anti-black. You feel me? I'm a black man from Chi-Town, dirty West Side. I'm South Side till I die. That's just how I get down. I don't trust that you're a black man from the West Side. Your ass might be from Skokie. You might be from Kankakee. You might be from Oswego. You might be from Naperville. You might be from Lombard. You might be from Schaumburg. You hear me? You get what I'm saying? You get my drift? You might be from Buffalo Grove. You might be from Downers Grove. You might be from Gurnee. I don't think you're from my city, my friend. Ah, man. Talking like that. You definitely ain't from around my parts, boy. You hear me? You hear me, Joe? You hear me, Charlie? You ain't got the Chicago blood pumping through the veins like I got it. Hey. You hear me? You not from around here, not from these parts. You not from these parts. You might be from Cairo. You might be from Carbondale. All right? You might be from Round Lake. You ain't in Cook County. You might be from Lake County. Oh man, people that probably from them places, they probably mad. They probably feel insulted because they probably feel insulted because I said that. Sorry if y'all from them places. I'm sorry, but it ain't Chicago. Okay, I'm sorry. So you must be from where King Von and from. Damn near trap music. I used to live. a 3-minute drive from the O on 65th and Minerva. You hear me? I'm from all over the south side of Chicago. You feel me? I'm from that side where they found Derrick Rose. I'm from that side where Anthony Davis used to be at, and Antoine Walker, Juwan Howard, Tony Allen, baby. You hear me? That side. But anyway, what I'm saying is, Chilli out here on that BS. And unfortunately for her, people saw her hand. Yeah, she believes she got an Indian in her. Where her father from? Bangladesh? No, is her mama from Bangladesh? No, her last name Thomas. Where her mama from? Bangladesh? Said the timing is horrible. Oh man, horrible. I know T-Boss called her phone like, damn, why you do this? Why you do this, man? Why? I know T-Boss like, come on, Tion, like, man, Rozanda. Why you get up here and doing that? And then she get up here telling this, she Bangley, yeah. She get up in here, she get on here lying. Well, she get out here telling that, oh, I didn't mean to. A lot of us grew up loving Chilli, trap music. Well, she got to be held accountable, okay? No matter if we grew up loving you or not, you got to be held accountable around here. It's the law of the land, right? Same way I make y'all hold Glasses Malone accountable for all that weird ass shit he was tweeting and protecting and protecting abusers because they was black men. And I make y'all stand on the fact that Glasses Malone is okay with Hispanics saying the N-word. I make y'all say, I gotta stand on that shit, man. Look at your boy, look at your mans. Right? I brought the Glasses Malone tweeting all that weird ass shit he was tweeting. I make y'all face reality with that. You know what I mean? And I know it hurt people hard that I do that. But somebody got to do it, bro. Somebody got to do it. Either we can grow up loving your music, grow up really in love with you, crushing on you. But when you get off code and you get on BS, you got to get called out. I can't act like I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I can't act like I don't see it. He did the Tupac Must Die song, rapping from the perspective of Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson. Yeah, I remember when Glasses did that. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rozanda Chilli is from TLC. Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, man. And I'm like, but you done messed up the paper. Maybe Matthew Lawrence and the Lawrence brothers, Joey Lawrence, them, they probably hold you down, baby. But man, I know I heard Nick Cannon was out here wilding out too. He's silly as hell. Silly ass. Part of me feel like Nick Cannon had all them babies to prove he wasn't no lame in people's eyes. I really think he did that shit just to prove I ain't no lame, y'all. Who cares? I mean, who cares? People thinking that in that aspect. I really think he did that for that purpose. But yeah, man. Yeah, Nick Cannon. I grew up loving Drumline. His ass don't get no pass either. He get the belt. He get the belt, man. I don't care who you are. So I could grow up loving you and being a big fan of you. But once you get on that BS, yeah, man, we got to call it out. Exactly, Charlie X. I think he really worried about. I think he had all them babies to prove he wasn't no lame. And like you said, Charlie X, he was with Mariah Carey, bro. Like, why are you worried about some shit like that? But I really think that's why he did that. because hood dudes was calling him a lame and stuff. And when you have babies with girls, I guess that's the proof that you out here effing. You out here getting to it out here. So I guess, come on, bro. Nick Cannon already had a crazy roster of beautiful women, but yeah, he just out here wilding. But anyway, yeah, it's out here. Somebody said all them yellow baby. Hey, Carlos Miller called him out like, hey man, you got like one black baby mama for real. Two black baby mama. You got like, nah, you like you got like two black baby mamas, bro. Yeah. Chilli isn't mixed. Her parents are black. Her hair comes from her great grandfather. Her great, it got passed down like that. It got passed down like that, huh? Great. Her hair come from the great grandfather. Yeah, but yeah, like again, and honestly, y'all, it's a lot of celebrities that be on this type of time. Somebody said Chilli's dad is an Arab, man. Yeah. It's a lot of celebrities that feel like this, right? Truthfully, and maybe they align themselves to these same principles, but they will never say it publicly because they are afraid of hurting their pockets, right? And you get a few who come out here and step out on the limb and say how they really feel, and unfortunately, they shoot themselves in the foot, right? He said lies. Her dad is typically black, but as a whole Arab. But yeah, man, like it's a lot of them that be on this type of time, and they gonna start exposing their hand in a minute, you know. Mo Cheeks say, "Stop playing the great grandfather." Ah, Peaches say Chilli is dark skinned. She says she's not. She's calm. Hey man, I was just listening to Twister got a song called Chocolate Fees and Red Bones. And in a part, my man Johnny P talking about something. He still got love for the peanut butter, for his peanut butter and caramel girls too. And I just thought about you said Chilli say she caramel. She say she caramel. What? You know what I'm saying? Aaron Ford, what's the word, big dog? Hey, y'all be having me acting a fool on here. Y'all be having me acting a fool. Yes, rest in peace to Johnny P. Charlie, a Chicago legend, Johnny P. Rest in peace to Johnny P. You talking about a chili dash? Aaron Ford called a chili dash. Yeah, man, Rozanda. Old lying ass. It be out here lying. Old lying ass Rozanda. You know. You feel me? I mean, what? What did Lupe Fiasco say? I'm trying to stop lying like a mumra. I'm trying to stop lying like a mum. That was a bar. Y'all know, y'all watch the Thundercats? Lion-O trying to stop lying like he mumra. Mumra was a Chilli trying to stop lying like she mumra too. You know what I'm saying? Out here just what? Hey, Aaron Ford say, I have my moments. You did well with that, brother. You did well. You know? So she could be telling the truth. We've all had that type of Michelle post down our timeline. See, I could believe that if she did not donate money to Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign. She didn't donate money to Donald Trump's presidential campaign. They said they didn't call that having 17 donations to Donald Trump and Ted Cruz, right? And then people who are avid followers of Chilli, they say they didn't call her like they have called her liking Trump post several times, right? Several times. So at that point, I can't say it's a mistake. I can't say it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? Because I've accidentally reposted something, but I'll hurry up and unpost it. I do that quickly. I recognize, damn, I accidentally posted that. Let me unpost that right quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on, what's your name? Infamous Eli. Oh, you on that bullshit. Come on here, Eli. What you saying, Eli? Yeah, Eli. I want you to keep talking so I can see something real quick. I want you to keep talking, Eli, infamous Eli. I want to see what side you on, where you belong. Because if you on some bullshit, I got something to say to you real quick. I got a joke to tell you, brother. If you on that other side, you know what I'm saying? She said Machiavelli home. You hear me? I'm just trying to. I'm scribbling on my notepad like on Randall from Recess. You know Randall. You know. Hey, I'm watching some of y'all in this chat. I'm watching y'all ass. There is no good side. Okay, cool. The good side is riding with black folks, Eli, right? You ain't got to be a Democrat, but why you riding out with Donald Trump, right? Why you riding out? You said you don't know what recess is, and you born in '92, Eli. Oh, you uncultured, brother. Yeah, they said it was $1,000, right, to Donald Trump campaign, but then they say that they call her donating to Donald Trump and Ted Cruz about 17 times, right? Like you said, like that Coke, Ken folk. I appreciate that, man. You know, I'm trying to little razzle dazzle, you know, little razzle dazzle, you know. I appreciate you, bro. I'm being silly, man. That's y'all know I be being silly. That's why again I always say that's why I cannot smoke or drink because I be acting a fool for real. Exactly. And you're right though. There is no good side. That's every black person making an excuse for voting for Donald Trump. Yes. Exactly, man. You exactly, bro. That's they point. Whenever somebody says there is no good side, I know your ass voted for Donald Trump. And you got that egg on your face. There is no good side. No good side. You know, I thought Donald Trump was gonna make me a millionaire. Thought he was gonna give me some monies. Thought he was gonna fill my pockets up with monies. You hear me? I'm gonna fill my pockets up in a land. You said I don't care about her politics. Chilli isn't the voice of Black America. No, I'm not a Democrat shield like you. Eli, I don't even know if you from America, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what recess was and you born in 92. I don't know. And I want to say something else. I want to crack another joke, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you step out of line, I'm going to go there. You step out of line, I'm going to go there. But I want to crack another joke. Well, I'm not going to go there. You know? Because it's a layup, bro. Like, layup. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a layup for real. You know what I'm saying? You know, the brothers say recess. Oh man. You say you from Mississippi? What part? I spent a lot of time in Mississippi in college. What part? Where you from in Mississippi? You name the city. Name the town. I want to know. I want to know something before something, Eli. Yeah, man. I'm be good on the Lord's Day. But the brothers, I'm trying to figure something out with Eli. He said he gonna say Jackson. If he say Jackson, he lying. If he say Jackson, he lying. That's the only place people that never been in Mississippi. That's the only place they know, Jackson. You say something else. You know what I'm saying? What part of Mississippi you from, Eli? If Eli don't respond, I know he lying. I know he lying through his teeth. Where you from in Mississippi, Eli? Tell me something. Jackson. Oh, he's a goddamn lie. You not just a lie, you's a goddamn lie. The brother say Jackson. You a lie. You a lie. I know you're lying. What county is Jackson in? You better be quick. Be quick. What county is Jackson, Mississippi in? Don't hurry up. You better hurry your way. You better hurry up. You better not take 1 minute. What county is Jackson in? Hey, hurry up, Eli. You on the clock. Clock is ticking. What county is Jackson in? Yeah, you better not pop up. Yeah, I didn't know you looked it up. If you're taking too long. I'm from Chicago. I can holler. I'm from Cook County all day. What county is Jackson in? This is ridiculous. I know it is, Eli. I know it is. I know it is. He said fake sonic boom. Man. Yeah, your ass ain't heard the boom. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all got me on here acting a fool. Eli out here playing. He said, did you catch the new Kanye West video with Fabio MJ impersonator? I used to live in Brookhaven, Mississippi. That's where my family from. Shout out to Brookhaven. Yeah, I know you from the SEP. I know you from Mississippi. Yeah, Awaken Soul Vibes. I appreciate the donation too. Thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. You know, I appreciate that a ton. I know you from Mississippi. Eli ass not though. You already know the answer. No, you tell me the answer. Talking about I know the answer. You where? Talking about he from Mississippi. Well, you's a lie. Brother, you look like you from Mogadishu. Okay? Hey, I don't think you from America. And no disrespect. I'm not making fun of nobody that's not from America. I'm not. Like, it's all love. It's all love. He said Heinz, duh. You just looked that up, bro. You just looked that up. You just went to look that up, bro. He said Mogadishu. Mogadishu. Hey, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at nobody that's not from America on this channel. I don't. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Brother, the clock was ticking, bro. I'm talking about Flavor Flav clock was. Like, what neighborhood you live in Jackson? He ain't from Mississippi. I know he ain't. Yeah, Rodney Hood from Mississippi. And let me be very clear, man. Like I said, I don't gotta get nothing against nobody that's not from America, nothing. I just got a big suspicion he is not from America at all. At all. You know, I can feel it in my bones. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it in my bones. I'm not telling you all that. Come on, no. Eli, you was a lie. He talking about this is crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy, Eli, because I asked you what county was Jackson in, and it took you 3 to 4 minutes. And that's crazy to me. Because if you ask me where Chicago, what county Chicago in, I can scream it to the top of my lungs, brother. You feel me? Yeah, I love my people in the diaspora. But if you come in here tweaking, I'm gonna roast you. Now I'm gonna fire you up now. I'm gonna fire you up. I knew I choose not to respond. Hey man, if you don't get that big, I know you are, but what am I? Response up out of here. If you don't get that, I know you are, but what am I? Comment up out of here, dog. You I knew I chose not to respond. Yeah, okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Lorenzo, Biloxi, Hattiesburg, Meridian, Greenville, Tupelo. Lorenzo, you know I was in the Mississippi Delta. I'm born and raised Southside Chicago, Illinois. But you know I went to school in the Delta, Lorenzo. So you know I know about it. My grandmama and my granddaddy from the Mississippi Delta, they migrated to Chicago in 1960. I went to college down there. So you know I know about Tupelo. I know about Greenville. You know what I'm saying? I know about Clarksdale. You know, my son, mama from Clarksdale, right? I know about all that down there. So yeah. Hey man, what time is it in Mississippi? But I mean, yeah. No. But look. But anyway, yeah, man, Chilli, Rozanda is on that BS, man. And it's clear to see, man. I love y'all up in here. Y'all be having me fired up, man. I'll be having a good time with y'all. But I be knowing people be on BS, man. And he come up in here, Eli come up in here already talking about some calling Michelle Obama a man's name. So I know what that's about. But yeah, Rozanda is lying through her teeth. She's a damn lie. Talking about, oh, I didn't know. I just reposted something like you didn't donated money. You didn't donated money to Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign. That's no accident. It's no accident at all. It's a joke. I don't joke like that, Eli. And me and my community don't joke like that over here. That's them jokes you got to crack on that All Lives Matter side of YouTube. That's them jokes you crack on that, you know, right-wing Duck Dynasty clothes wearing side of YouTube. That's them jokes you crack on that Wrangler jean wearing side of YouTube. Not over here. Okay? Yeah, Chris. And that's what they said. They said she be following all the MAGA accounts. They said they always catch Rozanda liking MAGA content and Donald Trump content all on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, Mika, you know that's what they tell them just like that on that Wrangler jean wearing side of YouTube, that casserole side of YouTube. You feel me? That's what they tell them type of jokes at. You know, Duck Dynasty clothes wearing it. You know, yeah, that old Brett Favre side of YouTube. 4chan, absolutely, that 4chan side of the game. That's what you on. You know. And she with Matthew Lawrence. Yeah, the white dude that he was if you watch Boy Meets World, Matthew Lawrence was Sean's brother. Sean Hunter from Boy Meets World, he had an older brother named Jack that he found out later on in his life. He found out about him later on in his life on Boy Meets World. And that is who Rozanda, aka Chilli, that's who she with now. Right. So you're absolutely correct, Chris. Lorenzo said, that's what's up. My family from Mississippi, but migrated to Chicago. Yeah, Lorenzo. Man migrated to Chicago. My paternal side of the family migrated to Chicago in 1960. You know? Yeah. Yep. That's who she dated. That's who she with right now. Matthew Lawrence. His brother is Joey Lawrence. And I think it was a little brother too. I think it was a little brother too that was in movies and all of that too. Disney Channel. A. Martin, say hello. Hello, A. Martin. What's going on? Some of y'all look like y'all new over here. Welcome. We have a lot of fun over here, but I tell the truth, and I pull out that belt when necessary. When I feel like, you know, even my black folks is bug dancing and butter biscuit eating, when they turn it into Miko from Pocahontas, and y'all know what animal Miko was from the movie Pocahontas. Y'all know what animal Miko was. She was a nocturnal animal, right? You from Chicago, home of Bernie Mac and Corey Holcomb. Y'all roast people all the time. And they said, wait, word. Yeah, them comedians, man. You know what I'm saying? But just know if you get out of line, if you become a habitual line stepper, I will put you in a blender. You hear me? So yeah, man. Yeah, Fee. She could be a Republican, be maggot out all you want to, but don't come over here talking about black folks. Come to my concert. Come spend money with me. Come watch me perform and all of that. No, Rozanda. You better go tell Matthew Lawrence and his people to come show up at the damn performance. All right? Go tell the Lawrence family to come to the performance and rock out with you. You know? Damn, I wonder how Dallas Austin, is you on this type of time too, Dallas? I know you got a baby with Rozanda, but Dallas, is you on this type of time too? Damn. Pocahontas, you watched that? Come on, everybody watched that. This is my age, bro. I'm born in '93. You didn't watch Pocahontas? Said Chilli, Bangladesh. Yeah, yeah. She is. Yep. Said Dallas on drugs. Is he? Oh, man. Yeah, man. And again, I know Tion, aka T-Bar, she mad Chilli done messed up that money for her, man. Chilli done fucked up the church's money. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, y'all. Right? But she done messed up the church's money. I know, again, T-Bar got on the phone and said, I know you didn't do this. Rozanda, I know you didn't do this to us. No. I know Salt and Pepper and them like, come on now. They not gonna come through and see us because of you. You know? Yeah, man. Like, come on. Rain G asks what happened. Basically, it was uncovered that Chilli has donated money to Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign, right? Also, she reposted a video suggesting that Michelle Obama was born a man on Instagram, right? And then people went down a rabbit hole to find out she follows a lot of MAGA accounts on Instagram. Also, we found out that she likes a lot of MAGA posts on Instagram. And somebody found out she didn't donate it. Allegedly, she's donated to Donald Trump and Ted Cruz a total of 17 times, right? Then she tried to get ahead she tried to clear it up, say, I don't support none of what Donald Trump does and says. And I thought I was donating to causes that were for veterans and for human trafficking advocacy, because that's what I'm all about. And I'm like, no, Chilli. We ain't trying to hear that, man. And we ain't trying to hear. And that's right, Fee. Go ahead. If you want to rock out over there, rock out over there. But you can't, don't try to like villainize black people for not rocking with you no more. Right? Don't try to like don't try to act like, oh, that's that old, try to pull that old sympathy card. Yo, my own people are treating me like this. My own people are going against me. That's what they all do. All the buck dancers and butter biscuit eaters who ride out for Donald Trump and bootlick, when we call them out and say we ain't rocking with them no more, they get out here talking about, my own people are talking about me. How can my own people do this? My own people. No. We want your own people. When you was out here reposting the video suggesting Michelle Obama was a man, right? We want your own people then. Because at that point, when you saw that, like, you was embracing racist views towards a black woman when you saw that. So he wasn't your people then. As they all do that. They all, when they get, it's like when Stevie Knight of the Ku Klux Klan, when he came out trashing centers and he couldn't wait to call Wumi Masaku the fat black girl in the movie, right? When he was shitting all on centers as a movie and all of that, calling Wumi the fat black girl. When black folks made videos lighting his ass up, he got on YouTube crying, my own people are calling me this. They're calling me all type of butter biscuit eaters and raccoons and all that. How could they talk about me? Man, listen, don't cry now. Don't cry now. You knew what you was doing and you're being held accountable. Your feet is getting held to the fire. And now you want to cry. Now you crying. Now you crying and whining and complaining and all of that, man. No, Stevie Knight. A lot of them do that though. So yeah, what Chilli is dating Matthew Lawrence. Used to be on a Disney Channel, white guy. Used to be on Boy Meets World and stuff. He's one of the Lawrence brothers, brother to Joey Lawrence, and I forgot the other little brother name. You know? But yeah, Awakened Soul Vibes. Keep that same energy. Don't try to act like, you know, oh, you was all riding with him then. Don't try to come crying to us now. Because you see black folks ain't rocking with you. Keep that same energy that you've been having, man. You know? Yeah, 50 and Nick Cannon too. Them too. You right. Because a lot of times, we be letting certain people get off that shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially as it pertains to certain black men. Let them get off with that Trump support and slick on the slide. Hell no. All of them, man. All of them. You know? So yeah, man. Said because she should have thought about yeah, man, all the way. Like, I'm not, yeah, we ain't finna be out here making excuses for none of that, bro. Y'all hit the like button too while y'all in here. Please hit the like button while y'all in here because that helps my videos get spread. It helps my videos spread throughout the YouTube algorithm. It puts my video in the algorithm. So please, y'all, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit that like button for me, y'all. That's love, man. Graham, I appreciate the donation, brother. Thank you a ton, man. It mean a lot to my family, y'all. Bro, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Translation through speakers say they love being low down Trump supporters, but still want to reap the support of black folks. I consider them grifters. Yeah, they still want black people support, but then riding out with people who are anti-black. How did that work? And then try to like, you try to what's the word I'm looking for? You try to play a sympathy card and try to make us seem like we bad people because we going against you and opposing you for riding out with people who are anti-black. They try to play that whole sob story with us. How could you guys do this? My own people are talking about me like they're my own people. Oh my gosh. No, we wasn't your own people. You was riding over there and you was riding out with them, kissing ass. No, stay over there. That's what you've been on. Stay on that, fam. We ain't got time for none of that. You know? Said racists have been saying senators is anti-white and anti-Christian. Man, hey man, well, you know that they always try to find a way to get that off, man. They always try to find a way to get that off. You know, but yeah, y'all, please hit the like button. Hit the like button again, you know. Hit the like button so I can get my video within the algorithm. If you want to donate to the Cash App, my Cash App is below my finger, $Mac Miller 5. If you want to donate to the Cash App is below my finger, $Mac Miller 5. All is appreciated. All donations are appreciated, man. But anyway, though, like, yeah, like, you know, I don't be knowing, like, what, I don't understand what people angle be. Like I said, she lying, and we all know she lying. Y'all know she lying. But again, she lying because she know that tour gonna get affected. And she didn't got them phone calls, like, you better go out here and apologize. But it's too late to apologize. It's too late. It's too late, man. They already done seen her following the MAGA Instagram channels, the MAGA Instagram pages, and liking MAGA content on YouTube. They say they didn't call her doing that over and over again. So it's not a mistake. It's not a mistake, man. I hate people get on here. I barely know how to work social media. Somebody was like, anybody that knows you, Chilli, they know you barely know how to work social media. Man, get up out of here. Yeah, her ass be all on social media a lot. For somebody that don't know how to work it, you know? Dang, Charlie X, you say your mama ain't playing. He said my mama got a refund on her ticket. That's what I'm talking about, mama. Mama say she ain't going for that BS and for that disrespect. Nah, I ain't finna be out here supporting you and screaming at your show, knowing you don't rock with black folks like that. And you over there with white supremacists, and you posting content suggesting that a black woman is a man. This is going to be an interesting year for these celebrities that depend on our dollars. Yeah. They say your mama ain't going for it. A salute to your mama, man. Salute to your mother, Charlie X. Chris man said, we don't want no scrubs. The scrub being Chilli. Hey, Chris, man, I'm going to drop that video on Glass and Malone. You know they're going to be mad at me, Chris. They're going to be mad at me. And the only reason I'm doing that is because old girl Francine got in my comments going in, man. And I was like, oh, man, I got to do it. Got to drop the bomb on her. Fee, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Fee. That's love. You say a mistake. Girl, don't play in my face. That makes it worse. Yeah, it's not a mistake. See, again, I'm not a person you can sprinkle on and say, it tell me it's raining. No, I know what the play is. I know when you're lying, right? That's like when Chris Brown used to go off and go on tangents, cussing out Carucci's boyfriends, right? Cussing out Carucci's boyfriends. Chris would do that and then be talking about he got hacked. You're lying. You're lying. Charlie X said, shout out to Side Peach Francine. She hold it down for her boo. Man, what? That girl, that is Glass's main thing. What she trying to be? You know? Wait, when Chris did that, Chris has done that several times. He didn't win at Victor Cruz, saying Victor Cruz came dressed, calling them all out his name. He tried to go at all comment, all under Carucci's pictures and her and Victor Cruz's pictures, talking crazy. Then talking about he got hacked. He's lying. Chris was lying. Chris was out here going under Carucci's pictures, mad because she was dating another dude. Same way Chris tried to threaten Tyson Beckford for taking a picture with Carucci. You know? That's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. I hate the T-Boz associated with her. Along with In Vogue on the tour too. Come on, man. Not what's it gonna be? Cause I can't pretend. No, don't you wanna be more than friends? Hold me tight and don't let go. And that was my joint. I ain't gonna even lie. Y'all remember on Set It Off when Blair Underwood and Jada Pinkett was getting it cracking? Was getting it cracking? Hey, hey, that is a joint, boy. That was my joint. I ain't gonna lie. I love that song. It's some songs, y'all, like SWV, Use Your Heart. Come on, man. Woo! I feel a certain type of way every time I hear that song. That is a beautiful song. Beautiful. And Pharrell Williams actually did that beat, actually. Right? He said LOL at the singing. This is a good song though. In Vogue got some hits. My father loved In Vogue. My father loved a lot of women that look at. My father loved Takara. I love Takara too from America's Next Top Model. Boy, Takara finer than frog hair. Takara finer than a ticket on a dashboard. You hear me? Takara finer than that comb your mama and them be running through their hair when they get ready for work in the morning. You know, but anyway, right, you're right. He co-produced it with Chad, the Neptunes. Let me not forget about Chad Hugo, because they said Pharrell was already forgetting about Chad Hugo, and that's why they in an argument right now. That's why they in at odds with each other right now. It's sad we don't have voices like those anymore. I understand naturally the sound and music changes with time, but we don't hear that strong anymore. Man, listen, what? Them people was vocalists, boy. What? Takara Cole. When she lost that weight, she got right. Man, I'd have took Takara. I don't care what. I'd have took Takara down through there no matter when. Losing weight or not. I still would have been on her. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kendrick did use that use your heart sample. He definitely did. That was an excellent use of it. An excellent use of it for sure. Boy, I was listening to Jesse Powell. You man, what? And I was listening to, first of all, man, Drew Hill, Cisco and them used to be singing. Cisco hit that. Nobody hit that. Yeah, that Cisco used to hit. You know what I'm saying? What? He said, "What's up? Talking Grubbing Media. What's going on?" He say, Chilli thought she could creep and keep it on the creep, keep it on the down low. But we all know for sure. Now she in trouble. Cisco still hit that. Yeah, yeah. Cisco be hitting that. Yeah. You know, I'm like, boy, Cisco boy be killing these songs. He be snapping. Cisco was cold. Cisco thought he was a dragon for real though. He thought Cisco really thought he was a dragon. I ain't gonna lie. Cisco really thought he was a dragon for real. He might have been a dragon though. I don't know. Talking Grubbing Media, happy birthday, brother. That's love, man. You've been rocking out for the channel with the channel and supporting the channel for a long time, man. Talking Grubbing Media, happy birthday, man. Shout out, this is my Midwest brother right here, man. He from Ohio. I think Talking Grubbing from Cleveland, to be specific, right? Yeah, man. All love, bro. I hope you enjoy your day. Or I hope you have been enjoying your day for sure. Cause we're not making love no more. That's the joint. Nah, his name was Nokio. You had it right. D. Hey, what's the first line to In My Bed? What's the first line to that song? I'm trying to remember. How the song start off? Drew Hill In My Bed. How it start off? I got this feeling that I just, there you go. That's the joint. That somebody's been getting next to you. What do you say? I don't want to walk around knowing I was your fool. Cause being the man that I am, I just can't lose my cool. Hey, what? That's my joint, boy. He was talking. What my the second verse, what he say? I come home early, expecting your warm embrace. But something is wrong because it's written all over your face. Hey, damn my joint. Cisco cold. What on? Man, wait a minute, man. God damn. Hey, wait, man. Let me go. If I ain't going to go see Chilli, now where's Cisco and them at? You know, where is Cisco and them at? In the video, it was another girl. Y'all remember that? Yup. Hey, Cisco used to be snapping, boy. Oh my God. Say, oh shit, Mills, when you going on tour. Hey, boy, let me tell y'all something. If I could really, really sing, I'd be acting a fool. Let me tell you, I'd be singing all day. I'd be singing all day. Hey, y'all know what song I really, really like though? Can We? SWV? That's a bop, man. That's a bop, boy. Missy wrote that, didn't Missy? Baby, you got me tipsy, tipsy out there in me. That's that joint, boy. Hey. Hold on. Y'all know I was listening to Genuine the other day. Y'all know what's my song from Genuine, man. Only When You're Lonely. That as I close my eyes, only you I see with another man. This is killing me. I am your man, but only when you're lonely. If I was to bounce, if I was to leave you, that's when you want me. I am your man. That Genuine was in that. Hey, Claudia Jordan was in the video looking cold. I ain't gonna even lie to you. She was looking colder than polar bear piss in that video. And that's a compliment. You know, that means she was looking fine in that video. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God, man. Now y'all finna have me on an R&B tangent on here. I'm an R&B head. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Timbo lacing them, boy. Lacing them. Timbo was lacing them up. I'm an R&B head, man. My mama had me in there listening to Neo Soul, that Maxwell. Said Genuine got his. He just played too much. Yeah, I heard he be at the concert singing a song in a way it's not really sung in the regular version. He be trying to put his own spin on his own song on tour. Like, Genuine, stop. Sing the song how it regularly is. You know? Yeah, Guy. Shout out to Guy, man. Aaron Hall, crazy ass. He nutty. Boy, Aaron Hall, nutty as ever. Crazy. He's unhinged. You gotta watch Aaron Hall. Not gonna lie. He said, do you want to just be falling on purpose? You know? Oh, what Teddy, right? I mean, Aaron Hall. Hey, I want you to do me a favor, Peaches. Go look up Aaron Hall Vlad TV interview, and that will tell you everything you need to know about Aaron Hall. Absolutely embarrassing. He's embarrassing. Just go look up Aaron Hall Vlad TV. This interview was like from 11 years ago. You're a freako, creepo, weirdo, all of the above. Now, the man that wrote I Miss You, guess how he talks, Peaches? When they asked that man about when he was messing with Gloria Velez, Gloria Velez was underage, right? He say he swore up and down he didn't know she was that young when he met her, right? But he got a baby with Gloria Velez. She was 16 at the time. He say, knowing now as an adult, knowing that he knows that Gloria was underage, this is how he described meeting Gloria Velez, the mother of his child. I seen her. I grabbed her by the hand, took her upstairs, fucked her. No exaggeration. No exaggeration. That's how he talks about being with his 16-year-old. Well, now the mother of his child. Now, again, he said he didn't know she was that young because she was out in clubs and all that. But now that you know that, why are you describing the mother of your child in that way and describing your relations with a 16-year-old in a way where I took her upstairs, fucked her, and let everybody know She got a tattoo above her private part that say Aarons with an apostrophe S. And he on Vlad TV talking about, if you can't take my DICK, you can't have my last name. You can't get married to me. You can't take my DICK. Yeah, try exactly, Charlie X. Putting on a goddamn show because he on there with Bishop Don Juan, right? You know Don Juan, Bishop Magic Don Juan, right? He's sitting up there in the interview with Don Juan trying to put on a show for him. Did he? All of them seen me fuck before. All of them seen me fuck. That's how he talking in that interview. And if that was my father, I would be sitting there embarrassed. Look at this grown ass man. He's nuts. Nuts. Go at, I'm telling y'all think I'm lying? All you gotta do, go look up Vlad TV, Aaron Hall, and then you're gonna see what we talking about. That's why Teddy Riley he always into it with Aaron a lot. Because Aaron, one minute he want to be a singer, then he want to be a pimp, right? Then he get to talking crazy. Yeah, embarrassing, right? Like embarrassing. And then when you hear Gloria Velez talk about how Aaron Hall treated her, yeah, man, Aaron, wow. Aaron's wild dude. But that's how he was up there talking about her. And yeah, so absolutely unhinged weirdo. Weirdo to the highest degree. Did R. Kelly take Aaron Hall style? Yeah, he adopted a lot from Aaron Hall, probably. Yeah. But yeah, he did. The bald head with the shades and all of that. R. Kelly took that bravado. He took that image from Aaron Hall. So I had no idea Aaron Hall was living like that. A lot of people don't. But I'm a media junkie. I'm a media junkie, Mika. So I spent a lot, like in my childhood, in my younger years. That video came out like 2014, 2015. So I was like 20, 21 at the time. But since YouTube came in existence, I've been in the YouTube streets for a long time before I even had a channel. I'm a media junkie. So I would be seeing, I remember a lot of stuff from back in the day on YouTube. I remember when Angela Yee was on Shade 4-5 and her interviews was in night vision goggle style, right? I remember all that. I remember a lot of old interviews, a lot of stuff from many, many years ago. So yeah, you know, he's a dog. Aaron Hall is a dog whisperer. And she talked about that. Gloria Velez said Aaron, when he would go out, he would keep her in a room, right? And have the dogs barking at the bed anytime she stepped out the bed, so she can stay in the bed and not leave the house while he going out doing what he doing, performing or doing whatever he doing, right? He would have his dogs on the floor barking at her. Yeah, like growling at her anytime she tried to step out the bed. Gloria talked about that in her interview with how Aaron would be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he would have his dogs doing that while he was out, so to keep her trapped in a room, stuck in a room. So that's some R. Kelly ish. Yeah, I mean, Don't Be Afraid was my song, right? It's a bop. But when you listen to them lyrics to Don't Be Afraid, you be like, wait, what? Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. For real. What the hell is going on? He said, Gloria said one time, Pac was telling when she was pregnant, Pac was trying to tell Aaron, like, oh, we gotta take care of her, gotta make sure she's sitting down, gotta make sure she's okay. That's your lady, that's your queen. Gotta make sure she's okay. And Pac was really like looking out for her as far as like, make sure she okay, give her somewhere to sit down, all of that. Aaron looking like, you know. Hold on, y'all. One second, one second. Said, he said, yeah, the lyrics are very telling. Yeah, he crazy. You know, crazy. But you know, a lot of them dudes like that. A lot of them was wild and unhinged and weird and sickos and weirdos like that. Including Chicago's own R. Kelly. He from my hometown, the greatest R&B singer to ever live, king of R&B. But he's a nasty, nasty individual, right? Anytime you doing what you doing on that camera with a 14-year-old girl, you are despicable. You are foul. Anytime, anytime you trying to forge a signature, you trying to marry Aaliyah when she's 15 and you like 27, right? And you trying to lie to say she 18 to marry her, right? Because allegedly you got her pregnant, allegedly. You're a foul individual, bro. You're foul. You're disgusting, bro. Like, come on, man. There's no way around that. That's why I be getting on Glasses Malone. That's why I was getting on Glasses Malone ass in that last video. He got all these tweets talking about he praying for R. Kelly. And you know, praying for R. Kelly. R. Kelly didn't grape nobody. That's what he's saying. He didn't take nothing. Grape means to take. Them women gave to R. Kelly. That's what G Malone be saying. Oh, he was saying it for years on Twitter. Right? That's why I like, you know. Dwayne Coleman, what you say? I didn't see it. Said Luther Van. Oh yeah, Luther. Yeah, Luther phenomenal. You know? Yeah. Yup. Yeah, talking about Aaliyah, his best friend. A little 15-year-old, your best friend. What type of shit is that? And they in the interview asking, we heard y'all might be dating. And I'm like, ain't she 15 and he in his late 20s? What type of shit? What? In what space would it be cool to ask as a 15-year-old girl dating a grown ass man? In what realm? Right? What? No, we ain't doing that. But yeah, man, you know, age ain't nothing but a number. And he wrote that song, Chris. He wrote that. R. Kelly wrote that song for Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number. I wonder why. I wonder why. Say G Malone need to see slap the hell up out of here. Yeah, but see, people love G Malone because they just love his commentary about Drake. So a lot of people don't want him to get canceled, and they just love how he talk about Drake and stuff, right? But my point is this, right? G Malone, the same type of person that let Hispanics say the N-word, and he cool with them saying the N-word. He perfectly fine with that. But he called himself a guardian of the culture, a protector of the culture. Now let me ask y'all this: he protecting the culture against Drake being a vulture. But how the fuck can you be a protector of the culture when you cool with Hispanics saying the N-word? How? A word that was used to denigrate your people historically, especially when you know a lot of them identify as white. The Mexicans, a lot of them identify as white. But even if they didn't, they shouldn't be saying the N-word at all. But motherfuckers like Glasses would be like, it's cool. We grew up with them. We grew up with them. They was right there with us. They one of us. And he definitely from California. You black nurse, you know. Definitely. No disrespect, but yeah. He gonna be like, he be like, they grew up with us. They grew up with us. I don't care if they live in your house. They shouldn't be saying the N-word. They shouldn't be. He be cool with that. So like, in one breath, who you protecting the culture from Drake, but then like you okay with the Hispanic saying the N-word? See how contradictory that shit is? Huh? Because when you okay with Hispanics saying the N-word, that let me know your racial pride is very low. Your racial self-esteem is very low, where you're okay, you're perfectly cool with another ethnicity saying the N-word. That is weird to me. I can never co-sign no shit like that. I can never co-sign nothing like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know? Yeah, man. So it's like people, like I said, people, you can agree, because I've agreed with things that Glasses Malone has said, but I can never agree with them tweets he put up. He got some of the Glasses Malone's got some of the he got some of the weirdest tweets on Twitter. The shit is like Corey Holcomb type level. Weird as hell. Absolutely weirdo shit. He got all on tweets all on Twitter from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, and he's also said a lot of things that are very off base. But because people like his commentary about Drake, they willing to let it slide. They willing to let it be okay. And no, two things can be true. You could be right about Drake and wrong about that other shit too. And horrible. Terrible. You could be horrible and despicable for the other shit you said. So yeah, I don't live in a world where just because I agree with one thing you say or a few things you say, that everything else that you said is all cool. You're exempt from it. You know? I ain't doing that. And I just told y'all, I read the tweets that Glasses Malone has all on has said on Twitter, dating back to 2016, 2019, 2020, 2021. All his tweets before the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle. Because when the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle came about, that's when more eyes got glued to his Twitter. Due to his commentary about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle, right? And so he toned some of that stuff down, but he's really been riding out. He stands steadfast. He stands in lockstep with Diddy. So in lockstep with Diddy all the way, right? All the way. You know, came out saying Cassie wasn't innocent and all of that, and called Kid Cudi a snitch. Even though Kid Cudi isn't a street dude at all, when he talked about when he was dating Diddy's ex, Cassie, his car gets blown up and stuff. And he called Kid Cudi a snitch openly, all of that. And it's like, Kid Cudi ain't never been no street dude. What the fuck is we talking about? But yeah, I get it, man. A lot of people don't want to hear that about Glasses Malone because I like his commentary. I like this. But it's like, bro, when you see the stuff he said, you're gonna be like, damn, this how you get down, fam? You know? You said, Mac, have you seen videos of Jodeci going on tour? Casey and JoJo, they lost their voice from drinking too much. Absolutely not. I haven't seen any footage of them at all. Right, you're right, Charlie X. Actually, you are very right. One of the main things that been thrown around at Drake during the battle was that he is a predator. And Glasses Malone has tweets that are very predator-like. It's predator behavior. It exhibits top-tier predator behavior. If you look at them, if I read y'all them tweets from Glasses Malone, you're going to say, oh my fucking God. Y'all going to be so shocked and appalled by the stuff he has said on Twitter over the years. You're going to be like, oh, there ain't no way. And I'm going to say, yes way. That's why, and again, I got gang members in my family, all through my family, right? I love my family to death. But a lot of gang members have a skewed sense of morality. They have a horrible sense of morality. A lot of them do. Because they think snitching is worse than violating a baby. They think Tekashi 6ix9ine is worse than R. Kelly. Street dudes think Tekashi 6ix9ine is way worse than R. Kelly. And that's what we got the game fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? And Glasses Malone himself has said Tekashi is worse than R. Kelly. So my point stands, y'all. It stands. Sorry. I just, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if you listen to R. Kelly music, cool. But to sit here talking about you praying for him and acting like you want him free from jail and acting like R. Kelly he didn't do great. He just, they gave it to him. And he was wrong, but now you dressing it up so you trying to frame it to where you are trying to frame the conversation as if R. Kelly should not be in jail. And I can't respect that, especially as me, a father of a 15-year-old girl, even if I wasn't a father though of a girl or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if I wasn't, I still couldn't co-sign no shit like that because I really love black people. And that includes black women and children. See what I'm saying? Black women and black little girls. And if I'm going to advocate for the release of men who have preyed on black women and black little girls, what type of black man does that make me, y'all? What type of black man does that make me? Come on, man. Like, let's be for real. Like, no. That made me look like a clown, bro. That's just we're gonna say it is what it is. So yeah, man. But like I said, I'm gonna drop that video. And then, hey, let y'all be the judge of it. Let y'all be the judge of it. Man. But yeah, though, anyway, though, y'all girl Rozanda out her damn mind. And Rozanda is she's being reprimanded. She's being held accountable. And I think it's hurting her heart that was not hurting her heart, hurting her pockets. And that's why she's come out with this fake apology, acting like, she didn't mean it. You don't accidentally donate to presidential campaigns, though. You don't. You don't accidentally donate. One can say allegedly she's donated to Donald Trump and Ted Cruz 17 times. You don't do that by accident. You don't do that because, oh, I thought it was for, military. Thought it was me supporting veterans and human trafficking advocacy. Nah, you know what you're doing. Especially when you following MAGA and Trump profiles on Twitter, on Instagram, and you've been liking MAGA posts consistently on Instagram. You know what you're doing. Yeah, we don't believe you. You need more people. Yeah, she probably do feel bad because damn, now you messed up your sister bad. Man, bro. I'm not laughing at this. It's like, damn, man, that could really mess your paper up. Cause it's like, read the room. Look at your audience, man. You feel me? Look at your audience. Till that last time I checked, Chilli was feeling white boy. Yeah, I mean, she dating Matthew Lawrence. Yeah, man. So I guess the Lawrence family gonna have to be at the shows waving their hands in the air to no scrubs. You know what I'm saying? Unpretty. They're gonna be out there with unpretty. Sabbatical Queen said that's what happens when you feed into misinformation and disinformation instead of actually educating yourself. Yeah, she done went down them YouTube rabbit holes that say Donald Trump is really the good man and everybody else is wrong about him and everybody else is evil, but Donald Trump is really for the people. She done went down them rabbit holes. And she didn't stumbled and bumbled and fumbled. So hopefully they have rhythm. Hopefully so. Oh God, man. Damn. Y'all hit that like button for me, y'all. If y'all just got up in here, hit the like button. If you ain't hit the like button yet, please hit that like button for your boy. He said not unpretty. Fan mail was everything. It was a fan mail was an everyday thing in my house. Shout out to fan mail, man. Yeah, man. They got a Matthew Lawrence and them gonna be in there singing waterfalls. His family gonna be in there waving their hands singing waterfalls. They gonna be singing creep, all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ah, the Lawrence brothers. The Lawrence brothers don't have no rhythm. Joey tried to have a singing career, but it didn't last. Yeah, Unpretty was fire, man. It was Unpretty was a fire song. Not going absolutely. That reminds me of the episode of the TV show Give Me a Break when Joey Lawrence did blackface at his school recital that was in the 80s. I actually did not know that. Walter Bradley just educated me on something. I had no idea. I had no idea that he did that. That's crazy. I ain't know that. They had it in an episode of a TV show. You saying? Said now Nick Cannon, Ross Return. Nick Cannon's a goofy. Goofy. And Drumline, one of my favorite movies, but just a goofy. And I knew Nick was a goofy because I think he had all them kids to try to prove that he wasn't no lame to streets of hood dudes. I think that's the reason why he had them kids, because people were calling him corny. And he wanted to prove he get a lot of girls pregnant and he can have them living like sister wives and shit, so he could show that he was the man to motherfuckers that don't even matter. To people who don't, who who are minuscule and like they don't matter on nothing. But he wanted to prove to them he really the man and he get broads. So, you know, Mika say he's still corny and lame with a whole bunch of children. Yeah, with a whole bunch of kids. Corny and lame with a whole bunch of kids. That don't having a lot of kids don't unlame you. They don't ungoofy you. I know absolute like clowns, embarrassing clowns with a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of embarrassing clowns with a whole lot of kids. So yeah, having a whole bunch of kids don't unlame you or make you cool. Having a lot of money don't unlame you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, right. Because Nick Cannon been acting like he been protecting black culture for the longest of time. And was that performative? And I ain't gonna lie, Carlos Miller kind of like called him out one time on Wild 'N Out about the fact that he got a lot of racially ambiguous baby mamas, right? Like he said, for all that black stuff, he told Nick Cannon a joke on Wild 'N Out. It was for real though. For all that black stuff you be talking, you got a lot of racially ambiguous baby mamas. Baby mamas is like, a lot of your baby mamas like 6% black and shit like they 12% black and stuff. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? A couple of them, right? Like, and listen, man. Again, I didn't think Nick ball because he was, because he was himself. I didn't think he was no lame when he a cornball when he was doing drumline and none of that, right? Like a lot of people be too caught up in what they think cool is, and sometimes people think cool is only presenting like a street dude or what they feel like people in inner city Black America would talk and walk like, right? But I think he got caught up in that. And I think he wanted to prove, hey man, I get shorties, man. And one way to prove that you get shorties is to have babies. That's proof, I guess, that you out here. Ah man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm with you, gentlemen rated. I'd rather be a proud, honest lame than putting on a fake persona. Yeah, I'm not going to be somebody that's not me, right? That's why, like, even when I went to college, it was people that thought I was from the suburbs of Chicago because I didn't act like Chief Keef and them. Like, I didn't act like what they saw in drill videos. And the dudes that was acting like that at school was really from the suburbs for real. Their ass was not nowhere near from where I grew up or none of that, right? And they was acting like a caricature of what they thought Chicago should be acting like. And they looked at me and said, "You got to be from the suburbs." And I'm looking like, boy, what? All them dudes y'all see from the suburbs. All them dudes y'all see out here acting and wilding out, acting a fool, they from the suburbs. I'm not gonna act no way that I can't act in Chicago. If I can't be out here acting wild and acting ignorant, if I wouldn't do that in Chicago, I'm not gonna do it here. A lot of dudes that wasn't even from Chicago, they from suburban areas. And there's nothing wrong with being from the suburbs at all. But it's wrong when you're trying to cosplay as somebody from the city and acting like you the biggest game banging dude alive, throwing up GD in the club. Your ass ain't never even been around GDs ever for real, except your uncle, except an uncle or two or one cousin. See what I'm saying? But a lot of them was doing that, throwing up GD down there and shit, throwing up BD. Wouldn't dare do no shit like that in Chicago because they know it could come with consequences and repercussions, right? I was never gonna do none of that. I was never gonna act no way that I couldn't act in Chicago. I was gonna be exactly who I was in Chicago while I was away at school. But a lot of brothers felt like they was going, since we was 10 hours away in Mississippi, they thought, oh, they'll never know. Nobody will never know I'm faking it. Right? But like, come on. I knew. I could tell easily. Easily. You know what I'm saying? Me and my homie Melvin could look at dudes and tell, oh man, you be out here playing. You acting like you tough, boy. You acting like you tough. Charlie X say all them suburban kids doing the most drugs and acting degenerate ain't even from the areas we grew up in at all, right? And there's nothing wrong with growing up in the suburbs either. Like, a lot of times I wish I grew up in the suburbs because I could have avoided a lot of, I mean, I never got in trouble, but shit, there's a lot of stuff I probably would have been able to grow up in without having. I would have been able to grow up in an environment that wasn't where I had to look over my shoulder a lot, and I had to face certain stuff growing up in inner city Chicago on the south side. Like, there's a lot of stuff I had to deal with or face head on because of where we was living at. You know what I'm saying? We living right in the hood and shit. How it be. You going wherever mama Section 8 taking you to. So, we going in a lot of crazy rough areas at times. And yeah, Rashawn Williams, what's going on? He said, first time catching the live, man. I appreciate you. I'm glad you was able to catch it, man. Y'all hit that like button for me as y'all come on in here. Please hit the like button for me as you come on in. It's greatly appreciated. Said, Mika said, very true. Those are the kids I grew up around. Yeah, and again, there's nothing wrong with growing up in the suburbs at all. It's just like when you try to fake an image or fake play tough. Um, Yeah, all that was fire. Like all that was fire. Speaking of Chicago, man, the Kale, man. Kale Mitchell is from Chicago. Chicago, Illinois, baby. I think he went to Chicago Vocational High School, CVS. Same high school Bernie Mac went to. And Jawan Howard. I used to live 2 blocks away from CVS. CVS High School, Chicago Vocational. That fake stuff is corny. That was a portion of my life. I'm an army brat. Got you, Mika. Got you. What area did you grow up in the most, Mika? Silver Spoon say, I see what you mean when people thought you were suburban since you didn't act like Keith. I had a girl tell me I don't come off like I'm from Baton Rouge. Like people be used to saying like music videos and stuff. And everybody in Chicago not drilling. Everybody in Chicago not gang banging. Um, everybody in Chicago ain't out here gun toting. It's just not. It's regular everyday kids here. Every day, just people out here just trying to chill and have fun. You say you went to CVS. Your mother went to CVS. I live about 10 minutes away from CVS currently. Man, I used to live on 86 in Euclid, bro. Right by Jesse Owens Park. Pepe's. Pepe's used to be right there. I don't even think Pepe's over there no more. But Pepe's used to be right there. And right by CVS. I actually got jumped over there when I was 14, bro. Actually over there one time. You know what I'm saying? I told that story on the channel before. But yeah, I used to live right over there. 86 in Euclid. Who remember Jess Jordan? Yeah. Uh-huh. Y'all don't remember the famous Jet Jackson with Lee Thompson Young. That's again, Lee Thompson Young, him and Will Smith were the two black dudes I wanted to be like on TV when I was a shorty. Flavs over there now. Flavs is by CVS now. I ain't know that. Okay. Says so I do. Mika says so I do get the Hispanic and N-word thing. It is very common. It was as is normal to hear my cousins from the South want to fight if they would hear it. Yeah, and Mika, like I said, and I don't think if you black, if you're not black, you shouldn't be saying it. I don't think you should be saying that word if you're not black. And again, see, I think in places like I've talked about this before, like in places like California and New York City, like they live amongst Hispanics and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and all of that, right? So they start getting confused, thinking that we all the same, we all like that. Until you find out they be telling you, I know black, Poppy, I know black, I'm Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican. Well, they live, in California, they live amongst the Samoans, and the Samoans tell you they Samoan until they ready to say the N-word, right? And the thing with Chicago, and don't get me wrong, it's Hispanics that say the N-word here too, so I'm never gonna act like they don't at all. Yeah, they live amongst Hispanics in Texas, yeah, for sure. Texas too, yeah. But I think they kind of like in Chicago, you have some that say it, but then you got some that don't say it. Like I went to Morgan Park High School. It was like two handful of Hispanic kids in there. Two handfuls, like really. maybe about 15 Hispanic kids in the whole high school. And my high school had a couple thousand kids in there, right? They was not saying the N-word up in there, right? Even if they said it at home, they wasn't because they kind of was wondering, I don't think we can say that, right? Even when I'll never forget when I heard I'm Real with Jennifer Lopez, right? And again, we have been conditioned to say, oh, you can say it if you just, as long as you're not white, other people can say it, right? Um, it's like when DJ Khaled had it out, we the best, we nigga, like what? You know what I'm saying? Then yeah. When Jennifer Lopez said, I tell them N-words, mind they business, but they don't hear me though. I remember being a little boy and I was like, I don't think she should be saying that. I was a little ass boy and I remember hearing that, getting uncomfortable, thinking, I don't think she should be saying that. But we have been told, like, a lot of times people have been saying, yo, especially the New Yorkers, hey, yo, Mexicans like us, they just Spanish speaking N-words. They can say it too. Nah, they can't, bro. They can't, especially when a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Hispanics identify as white too. I don't think nobody that's not black should be saying that. But then too, like I said, when I said like when I familiarize y'all with like Chicago's makeup, there's only a handful of communities, only a handful of communities where Hispanics and black people live amongst each other. Chicago is very segregated. So like Hispanics live with Hispanics, black people live with black people here, Asians live with Asians, Arabs live with Arabs, white people live with white people. Like that's just how it is here. And because of that, I think a lot of times we don't really think to ourselves, oh man, the Hispanics, they the same as us. We don't really feel it because we don't live amongst them. And a lot of them, the black and brown relations is not good here. You know what I'm saying? I got a joke that every time a Hispanic man sees a black dude, he think they GD. Most of the time, a Mexican dude, they see a black man, they think we GD. Right? Like seriously. You know what I'm saying? So like during the pandemic, black people was going through Hispanic neighborhoods and they was throwing bricks and shit through black people cars and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like my homegirl I work with, that happened to her mama now. Right? Going through Hispanic neighborhood, got a brick thrown through their car, all of that. So like we don't really, it's like uh um all right, Mark, I'm not policing us right now. I'm policing Hispanics though. And like not just Hispanics, other non-black people saying it. Okay? Just because we say it don't mean they should be saying it. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, but so I remember that. Then some of the black gang members went to their neighborhood and got some. Yeah, they did. They did for sure. I'm talking Gribham. You remember that was like making headlines across the nation when the Hispanic people was attacking anybody that was black in cars in Chicago, right? So because of that type of energy, like we don't think, oh, they one of us. We don't think that. You know what I'm saying? Because we know they don't believe that. So yeah, we don't really, you know what I'm saying? And I don't got nothing against nobody that's Hispanic. You know, I got people I got people I'm friends with who are Hispanic, right? I've had people I'm friends with, people I work with and I'm friendly with and all of that. I wouldn't say friends, but I got people who I'm friendly with. I got people who I'm friendly with who are Hispanic. You know what I mean? I don't got nothing against nobody that's not black or nothing. I just got a lot of self-respect for my ancestry, for my lineage, for my people. So where I don't let nobody that's not black, I'm not cool with them saying the N-word. I would never be cool with that. I would never co-sign that. You know what I'm saying? I would never co-sign anybody that's not black using a word that was used to denigrate our people. I could never be cool with that. So like that's something I'm gonna stand on forever. And I ain't saying you should be fighting nobody because they said the N-word or you should put harm to them, but there's no way you should be making excuses for anybody that's not black saying the N-word. You should not be trying to protect their right to say the N-word. You should not be trying to fight for that. You shouldn't. It's not okay. Because again, a lot of them don't even like when people be like, oh, some of them got black ancestry. They will never own up to that shit until it's time to say the N-word. Then you want to come pull out a picture of your great grandma from the closet and she darker than me, talking about she from Africa. Man, you all other times you tell me you Samoan. You don't even say you black. You tell me you Dominican, you Puerto Rican. You not none of that. You not no black nothing. I know black poppy. So don't try to pull I got black ancestry down the line somewhere when it's time for you to say the N-word. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So right, they because they pulling that picture from the closet, Peaches, because you know they don't want that black ass ancestor sitting up on that table. Because they got a lot of colorism within a lot of Dominican Republic and all of that too, which is why you see Sammy Sosa having his skin look like Pepto Bismol. With all the success he's earned in his career, he still want to be something that's not. He don't want to be black at all. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be black. He don't want to be black at all. You know what that's about. So much colorism over there. Being black is like a negative connotation to a lot of them. So I say that to say, you know, I think when I speak like this, I think a lot of Californians think I'm trying to impose on their culture or I'm trying to disrespect them, right? And I'm trying to I try not to disrespect nobody. I try to respect the law of the land wherever I go, but I can never respect the law of the land. I can never respect a law where non-black people are saying the N-word. I can't do that. I can't respect no code where it's okay for non-black people to say the N-word nowhere. I can't do that, right? I can respect you. I can respect whatever you got going on here. But when if you letting non-black people say the N-word, I can't ride with that. I cannot. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you see a lot of Hispanics, a lot of them identify as white. You got a lot of them voting for Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I went to school with two girls who was Hispanic that was in Mississippi with me at a HBCU. They was all into HBCU culture. They rapping Boosie and Webby word for word and shit. I'm talking about they rapping every black song coming through there. They rapping Big Crit, Yo Gotti. I'm talking about they doing all the black dances, right? They playing number black music. They had black functions, trying to join black sororities and all of that shit, right? Both of them identify as MAGA. Both of them are married to husbands who are MAGA, like to the bone gristle. While they was at the HBCU with us, they was cosplaying because they played a sport. They got to a HBCU because they played a sport, so they was on sports teams and stuff like that. And then they was cosplaying while they was down there with us. As soon as they got from out of there with us, they really let they flag fly. And now you see how they both were Hispanic, both were Mexican, right? One was from California and the other was from Texas, right? How ironic is that? We just brought up Texas and California, Hispanics, right? Places where they definitely would say nigga, right? You see what I'm saying? And both of them have white husbands who are MAGA to the core, to the core. And they both MAGA. I'm talking about MAGA with the cowboy hats on and shit like that type of stuff. Like I'm talking about, Mexicans for Trump type. That's what they own. But while they was at school with us, they made sure they was rapping that Boosie word for word. When set it off, play it on the yard, they was out there. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? You want them gangsters front your mother? They was all with all that, right? Soon as they got up out of there with us, they graduated. Oh, let's go back to what we do. I watch them like, damn, the switch up is crazy. You see what I'm saying? So like, when I didn't see stuff like I didn't see this shit in real life. In real life. So I ain't never gonna be. I'm never gonna co-sign nobody non-black saying the N-word. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you Hispanic, Asian, white. I don't care what. I don't care if you grew up in a house with me. You next door. None of that. You not black. You shouldn't be saying that word. Period. You know what I'm saying? So like, I be knowing how this go. And like I say, it's no disrespect. I love I got a lot of subscribers from California. My sister live in LA. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no disrespect to nobody in Cali or from Cali. I just can never get down and co-sign with anybody non-black saying the N-word. I ain't saying you gotta do nothing to nobody or hurt nobody, but just don't make excuses for it. Don't make it seem like it's okay. You don't make it don't make it seem like it's cool. You feel me? Like I ain't, that ain't nothing I'm co-signing. That ain't nothing I'm with. So yeah, man. So, but anyway, y'all, we about 2 hours in on this live stream, y'all. Y'all hit the like button for me, please. I gotta eat me something, man. Y'all know I gotta work tonight, so like, I gotta eat me something, watch a little TV, wind down a little bit, just a smidge, y'all. But I appreciate all y'all coming on the channel, rocking with me, showing love, showing support. Thank you to everybody that donated to the channel. It means a whole lot to me. I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Me and my kids, my children, my beautiful babies, we appreciate it, y'all. If you want to donate to the channel, to the Cash App, here's the Cash App is below my finger, $ Mac Miller 5. Again, the Cash App is below my finger, $ Mac Miller 5. Y'all hit the like button before y'all get up out of here, so my video can stay within the algorithm. That's love, y'all. Had a good time with y'all today. But let's try to lock in tomorrow. I gotta take my little man to get a haircut tomorrow, but hopefully I got time to lock in with y'all tomorrow, man. God bless y'all. Until next time, y'all. Peace.